Your living room could look like it belongs in a 1962 architectural magazine and cost you less than one trip to a big box furniture store. 15 ideas. 0 contractors. Real techniques people are actually using in 2026 to get that warm walnut, brass, and boucle look without dropping thousands on vintage-inspired pieces that are really just plastic with a filter over them. Before we get into it, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell because Home Intel drops home design and DIY content every single week. And if you want your space to look intentional instead of accidental, you are exactly where you need to be. Now, let's get into the 15. Why mid-century modern still works in 2026. This style has survived 7 decades for a reason. It is not about nostalgia. It is about function. Clean lines, natural materials, and honest craftsmanship age better than trend-driven decor because it was never chasing a trend to begin with. Every idea on this list respects that philosophy, so nothing here is going to look dated in 2 years. Idea 1: tapered wooden legs. If there is one single upgrade that instantly reads as mid-century, it is tapered legs. Hardware stores and online retailers sell pre-made tapered furniture legs with angled hairpin-style mounting plates for under $15 a set. Swap them onto an old sofa, a boxy coffee table, or even a kitchen cabinet base, and an entire silhouette changes. Idea 2: walnut contact paper. Real walnut veneer is expensive and unforgiving. Walnut tone peel and stick contact paper has improved dramatically and now comes with visible wood grain texture, not just a flat print. Use it to resurface a dresser, a media console, or cabinet doors, and use a hairdryer or heat gun on corners so the material wraps smoothly instead of bubbling. Idea 3: geometric accent wall. Skip the wallpaper and grab painter's tape. Mid-century design loved bold geometric shapes, sunbursts, and asymmetrical lines. Map out a simple pattern with tape, then paint over the tape edges first with your base wall color to seal them before adding the accent color. That extra step is what keeps your lines crisp instead of bleeding under the tape. Idea 4: rattan cabinet inserts. Swap flat cabinet doors for a rattan or cane webbing insert. Buy pre-woven cane sheets. Cut them to size and soak the cane in warm water for about 30 minutes before installing it into a routed-out door panel or stapling it to the back of an existing frame. The soak matters because the cane shrinks and pulls drum tight as it dries, so skipping it is the difference between a crisp panel and a saggy one. Idea 5: brass drawer pulls. Hardware is one of the cheapest, highest impact upgrades in all of interior design. Mid-century brass pulls with their signature tapered or sculptural shapes run a few dollars each. Replace every knob in your kitchen or bedroom dresser in under an hour and the whole piece feels reborn. Idea 6: boucle throw pillow covers. Boucle fabric, that nubby loop texture you see on modern lounge chairs, is sold by the yard for surprisingly little. Even a beginner sewing machine can turn 2 rectangles of fabric into an envelope-style pillow cover in under 20 minutes. Boucle frays easily, so finish your edges with pinking shears or a zigzag stitch to keep the cover looking clean wash after wash. Idea 7: sunburst mirror from dollar store supplies. The sunburst mirror is basically the mascot of mid-century design. You do not need to buy one for $200. Grab a round mirror, wooden dowels, or bamboo skewers. Cut them to varying lengths, sand the tips into points, and hot glue them radiating outward from the mirror's edge. Spray paint the whole thing gold or black. Idea 8: floating shelves with angled brackets. Mid-century shelving rarely touched the wall flush. It floated with visible angled wood brackets or thin metal supports, similar to the classic Royal System wall units. Build simple shelves from inexpensive pine. Stain them walnut and mount them with black angled brackets from any hardware store for that gallery-like display look. Idea 9: terrazzo-style tabletop. Terrazzo had a massive resurgence, and it pairs naturally with mid-century furniture. Recreate the look on an old side table using a speckled terrazzo effect spray paint, now widely available. If the table gets regular use, seal it with a polyurethane or polyacrylic clear top coat afterward. Otherwise, the speckled finish will scratch off fast. Idea 10: arc floor lamp from a repurposed frame. The arc lamp is iconic and usually expensive because of its curved stem. Bending metal conduit into a smooth, dramatic arch at home is tougher than it looks, and most hardware stores will not do it for you on the spot. The easier route is finding a secondhand lamp frame with a curved stem at a thrift store or marketplace listing, then pairing it with a simple lamp kit and a marble-look resin base for that same designer silhouette at a fraction of price. Idea 11 Walnut Slat Wall Panel. Slat wall paneling has become one of the most requested looks in modern renovations. Build it yourself using inexpensive furring strips, stained in walnut tone and spaced evenly over a plywood backing, then mounted as a headboard or accent panel behind a console table. Idea 12 reupholstered thrift store chair. This is where the biggest transformations happen. Look for a mid-century chair frame at a thrift store or marketplace listing with good bones, meaning a solid frame even if the fabric is tired or stained. Basic reupholstery with a staple gun, foam padding, and a boucle or tweed fabric can turn a $10 chair into a genuine designer-looking piece. Idea 13 ceramic gourd vases from Air Dry Clay. Those organic, lumpy ceramic vases you see styled on every mid-century shelf are simple to recreate with air dry clay. No kiln required. Shape a gourd-like form, let it cure, sand it smooth, and finish with matte glaze painting cream, rust, or olive tones. Air dry clay is not waterproof, so these are best styled with dry pampas grass or faux stems rather than real flowers and water. Idea 14 pendant light with wood and globe shade. Swap a builder-grade light fixture for a simple pendant kit paired with frosted glass globe and with bead or with disc canopy cover. Turn off the breaker before you touch any wiring. This combination with tone plus soft globe light is one of the fastest ways to make a kitchen or entryway feel custom designed instead of standard issue. Idea 15 low-profile bed frame platform. Mid-century bedrooms favored low, grounded furniture over tall frames. Build a simple low platform from plywood and dimensional lumber, then add taper with legs for that grounded silhouette without buying an entirely new bed. Stain it to match your existing furniture for a cohesive room. Why these projects actually work. None of these are gimmicks. They are the same principles professional designers rely on, applied at a scale anyone with a weekend and a hardware store trip can manage. Texture, warmth, tapered forms, and honest materials. That is the entire formula, and now you have 15 ways to apply in your own home. Why these projects actually work. None of these are gimmicks. They are the same principles professional designers rely on, applied at a scale anyone with a weekend and a hardware store trip can manage. Texture, warmth, tapered forms, and honest materials. That is the entire formula, and now you have 15 ways to apply in your own home.